Good afternoon, guys. Welcome back into my channel. So in this lab, we're going to speak about version ID on S3 bucket. So what that really is that this lecture here explained that versioning in the Amazon S3 is a mean to keep multiple variant of an object in the same bucket. So you can use the S3 versioning feature to preserve, retrieve, and restore every version of every object stored in your bucket. So with versioning, you can recover more easily from both an attended user action and application failure. So after versioning is enabled from a bucket, if Amazon S3 receives multiple written requests for the same object simultaneously, it stores all of these objects. So version enable bucket can help you recover objects from accidentally deletion or overwrite. So say, for example, if you delete an object, Amazon S3 insert a delete marker instead of removing the object permanently. So the delete marker becomes the current object version. And if you overwrite an object, it results in an new object version in the bucket. So you can always restore the previous version for more example. So this is what you could do. So let's just switch back here into the Amazon portal and show you what do we mean by that. So basically, I could click on properties, and I will click on here where it says the bucket versioning. So it's kind of explain the same thing. What is bucket versioning? So it says versioning, it means to keep in multiple variant of an object as we read earlier. So we will click on edit, and then we will enable, and now we would save our change. So now we have version ID. If you switch back here, now you notice that, let me show you something real quick. So there go version ID. If I suspend it, and I will acknowledge that, and I would save, if you go on object, this would show, the little toggle show version will show here, but you gotta make sure that the version, the bucket version is enabled for you to do that. So you gotta make sure that you turn that on so you can retrieve every file that you deleted by accident. So let's switch back here and say show version. So now, here's what I want to show you. Let's delete this. I can show you what I mean here. Say we did that. Just want to show you from my previous action. Okay, so now we have a show version, but let's turn that off. Okay, so now if we go to our website, we could click it here, we could copy it here, or either we would go to here and we go on properties and we scroll all the way down. So okay, so now let's switch back to bucket. Let's upload the photo of our website. Photo was this one here. And then we close and let's refresh. So there we go. We have the photo of our website. Now here's what I want to show you. So this here, this paragraph here says this is the picture of Brixton Airport. This is the this is the picture. This is the picture of the Brixton Airport the last night I was in Europe. So let's say if you want to change the last night into the last time, right? So we could switch back into our code here. I could say I took this photo at the Brixton airport. The last time when I was, say when I was in Europe. When I was in Europe. Okay. So now I can save. I can switch back. Now you notice if I refresh, it won't it will get up. I mean updated. Now I will go back here. I will click on upload. I will click on add and I will select my photo, I mean my HTML folder, and I would upload it. It would automatically update it into this new version. Now let's say if I refresh here, remember I said it was last night, but I want the new paragraph be showing here. So let's say we refresh here. There we go. I took this photo at the Brixel airport last time when I was in Europe. Now, let's say we switch back here and we say show versioning. We have we have two files that's null, and we have two files that have a version ID. So we have two files with the version ID. So the files that are null with no version ID is the file that we haven't we were uploaded before we were enabled the version ID, but the file that have a version, I mean that have the version ID is the file that we uploaded after we enabled the version ID. So that's the difference. Let's say for instance, if I were to go here on the Brixel, I took the Brixel, that JPEG photo, and say I delete that, right? No, let me show you what I mean. So let me go back here. Let's say I go here, I took this and I were to delete it. Now you notice that I turn off the show version and I select this file, I delete it. So now it says that, yeah, if an action, bang, 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 selected the deletion. But what that means is that it says that any objects with the same name that are uploaded before the deletion action is completed will also be deleted. Okay, no problem. So deleting the specific object adds delete marker to them. That's what I wanted to show. That's what I want to show you. So let me type in delete just to delete this file. Okay, so you notice that this file is deleted, right? See, proof of that, now you don't see it anymore. So I will show you this file still exists by just when I click on the little toggle button that says that show version. You see, you notice that this file is still here. How is it here? It becomes a type of deleted marker as a file. So now let's see something. If I were to switch here and you notice that there's no more picture here, right? I'll show you something. If I want my file to be back to its previous version before I was open show version, I mean, before I was enabled the show version, I will just click on this file here and making sure that this time I delete this file permanently. Say I go here, they ask me if I want to delete this file permanently. Let me see if I, oh, sorry. Of course, I want to delete this file permanently. So I will just paste this here and that. Now that I delete this file permanently, see what's going to happen. Let me switch back here. I refresh. Now the file go back to its previous states. I took this picture at the Bristol airport the last time when I was in Europe. So now that's the beauty of show version when you enable show version in your computer. I mean, when you enable show version on your S3 bucket. So say if I were to close this and so say open. So it's still showing this. So basically that's what show version will do. It will definitely help out on retrieving, on deleting. When show version is closed, if you delete a file, once you enable show version, if you delete a file, the file will be either delete, marker, type. So you gotta go on delete marker and select the file and delete this file permanently. So this is just this will consider as a recycle bin. You could retrieve your file should you accidentally delete a file. So thank you so very much. I appreciate you guys will follow along. Stay tuned for another video. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.